Hey, what's going on, viewers here of the News Network? Welcome back to one of the cool segments here. We got the good old Student Spotlight, our last installment here in studio of the semester. Can you tell us your name and major?
So I'm Jaime Sweeney, and I'm a communications major.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, I'm a communications major too, so we got that bond, right?
Definitely.
So can you tell us, what do you do here on DNN? What's your position? What's some of the stuff you do here?
So currently I'm secretary, and I direct most of the episodes in the control room. So it's different than being in here, but I also floor manage. And next year I'll be president.
Wow, how does that feel to be president next year?
It feels really good because it's something I've really wanted to do, and it took a while to push myself to say I really wanted it and to run for it. So I'm excited to make this club a better place.
That's awesome, and we all here know at DNN, behind the scenes at least, that Jaime does so much here for us. So we're all grateful for you, and we're really happy that you can be president. So now do we have to call you Miss President, or how do we title you?
Right, however people want.
Just Jaime?
Just Jaime.
Okay, we can do that. I think we're capable. So why did you join DNN?
So I joined, it was actually my freshman year. I'm in my sophomore year right now. Okay. And it wasn't really as successful. And it was just very different than the way it's formatted right now. So it didn't work out. So then it got started up again my sophomore year. And of course, I wanted to join. I got to be part of being one of the leaders of the club. And it was a great experience to kind of see how to run a club and stuff like that. So it made me want to do more, to be from secretary to president, as well as I wanted to work in marketing, designing. I created flyers for the club. I've created a website for the club. So yeah, it's helped a lot to see what I want to do in the future.
It's helped a lot, and you've done a lot here, it sounds like. I couldn't even keep track of it all. If you ask me, I'd be like, because I don't know, but that's awesome that you do it. And would you say that's one of your favorite parts of doing, is being able to do so much, or can you narrow it down?
It's a lot to do, but I enjoy doing it because it doesn't feel like it's a drag. It's something that I want to do in the future, definitely. So I think it's just stepping stones to get to where I want to be.
Yeah, in stepping stones, you talked about being a secretary here this this first year at Dean. I just want to know a little bit more about that, as I may be our future secretary. I better get out the pencil, take some notes here, break it down. How was that like?
Well, good for you. We simplified it. So,
really?
Yeah, so I just take meeting notes. I take the meeting time, attendance. I reach out to members that haven't shown up in a bit. I send out the emails. I've done a lot more for the secretary position, but for next year, when you're secretary, it'll be much simplified. Yes.
Write stuff down. I have pretty bad handwriting, so I don't think I'm capable of that.
You type it.
Oh. We're okay here. So I want to break it down a little bit and get a little bit more about you. So can you tell us a little bit about, I hear you have an opportunity in Washington, D.C. Can you tell us about that?
I really want to do the Washington program so I can do an internship there. I want to do it for either marketing or advertising there for an entertainment group, because that's eventually what I want to do. I really would love to be a manager or CEO of a company eventually. So that's what I'm using that internship to kind of gain more skills for.
Yeah, I think Washington's a great place. You talk about Jaime being the heart of this club, and well, Washington, D.C. is the heart of the country, so I think that's a little symbolic there. Right. And you got to tell hi to my friend Connor, who goes to Georgetown in D.C. If you see him. He's a legend, so that's awesome. And talking a little bit more about you're doing this program next year.
Yeah.
You also have more coming on next semester with being a CA.
Yes, I'm so excited. I've wanted to be a CA since I came here. I thought it was the coolest thing to run programs, help out a freshman. So I'm going to be in Wallace Hall, which is actually a freshman hall. So I'm really excited to help out incoming freshmen and do that.
Yeah, I think that's such an awesome opportunity. And I'm a little nervous for you because I got lost in Wallace once. True story.
How do you get lost?
Okay, so I went up with my friends Mara and Kayla to a room. I don't even remember what room this is. And at this point, I'm not going to make it too much about me. I had to leave early. So I went down, I walked down, and I didn't know there was a basement. So I just went to the bottom floor where you think, you'd leave. And nope, I was stuck in a basement, had to knock on the door, and hey, ask how do I get out of here?
Did you not find the stairs?
This is your future secretary, by the way.
I'm on the second floor, so I'm all set.
You're all set?
Yes.
Deep breaths for us all here.
Yes, I will definitely phone call you if I ever get stuck in the basement.
I'll give you directions.
Yes. You'll probably forget by then.
I maybe already have forgotten. We'll have to go find
Right.
out sometime.
Definitely.
Talking about maybe some of the more passion things you have, outside of, it sounds like you're a creative person. You talk about
Yeah.
this advertising. You talk about creating stuff. And one thing you love to create here isn't photography for once. It's painting.
It actually is photography, but I want it to be different.
Really?
Yes. But I love to paint. I've painted since I was 2 years old. So it's like second nature for me. It's like learning to like speak. Because like I would sit there as a 2-year-old painting endlessly. I would not talk. My mom thought I was strange. But it's been like a hobby since then. I've loved it.
What's one of your favorite works that you've painted?
My favorite, so I painted this tree and it had all 4 seasons in it. So like a quarter of each tree was like spring, fall, winter, and summer, all blended into one tree.
That's awesome. I think that's truly a work of art. Being able to express yourself in today's society where there's so many different thoughts and it's almost like a melting pot. I think that's awesome. And my final question here for you is, as you've stepped up into this leadership position through the secretary, through the vice president, through the president, it seems like you've done a little bit of everything here. So can you give advice to those who maybe want to be a leader of a club, be a leader just in general, about how do you attack that type of role?
Well, you definitely, need to be confident in yourself. You can't doubt yourself. You have to know that you can do it, and also inspire others to like kind of push them to like say like, hey, how I pushed you to be secretary. You want to show people that they're like included and wanted to like, better themselves. And it's just a whole lot of like being self-awareness of like knowing your strengths and your weaknesses as well, working on them.
I think one of the hardest things about being a leader is you have all that pressure and you have all that glory, but you also take all the responsibility. It's a hard thing to balance, and I admire leaders for being able to do it because it's a very hard task to do. But that's all the time we have here today. I'd like to thank Jaime so much for being our last installment, perhaps the best for last.
Thank
I
you.
thought mine was pretty good.
No.
Okay, that's all the time we have here today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for our last installment here in studio. I love you all deep down in my heart. Thank you so much for a great year, and see you guys next time.